Hale sent to inbound to Stump. Gay City, no pressure at all. They're set up down underneath the Dobyns-Bennett basket. Compton going to pull out and put a little bit of pressure on Stump. Stump's going to drive in. Loses control of the ball. Dennis tries to save it. Dennis dribbled it out of bounds, but they're going to give it to Dobyns-Bennett.
Compton didn't touch. Said he didn't touch
Compton was about 3 feet away from Dennis there, but anyway, Whitson inbounds it to Stump.
Stump with the basketball being picked up by Compton now. Again, Dobyns-Bennett looking for some offense here. 48-38. They're going to need to make a run to keep this thing close, as there's going to be a steal by Eli Starnes. Starnes with the basketball as he's got it to Dean. Dean back over to Compton. Compton with the basketball now as they're going to try to work some offense and maybe work some clock off as well, as Dean with the basketball as they're going to stay pretty much now one-on-one with him. They're not going to double team. See how that works out as they get it over to Compton in the corner. Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Dennis. Here comes the Indians as they try to get the ball inside, and there will be a foul on the play. That's going to go against Sally, we think.
Hale went up, tried to get the layup. Sally was there to block him. Must have got a piece of him. It's going to be 2 fouls on John, and Malachi Hale up to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Dobyns-Bennett's only shot 5 free throws tonight. First shot up by Hale is good.
16 fouls on Gate City at this point. Next one will put the Indians into bonus situation. Second shot's going to be up and going to be no good. Rebounded by Starnes. And Starnes came up a little bit gimpy there. Here comes Bradley Dean now with the basketball. Tries to work it. Backs his way down. Shot's going to be up and no good. Rebounded though by Dean. He followed his shot. Try to work the ball once again. Bradley Dean up top, being guarded by Whitson, and they're going to say that he walked.
He did. He tried to dribble around Whitson and kind of drug his back foot a little bit.
Well, he got pushed. No, he did. So anyway,
I just call it like I see it.
Yeah. Of course, when this heat in here, it's hard to see.
It's kind of like a mirage, the waves coming up off the court.
48-39, 5:47 left. Yeah, by the end of this, we may be calling touchdown Indians instead of baskets. You never know.
So Stuff has the ball just past center court, now being pressured by Compton. Passes it over to Whitson. Whitson to top of the key, looking for the open man, being pressured by Dean. Nobody there. Finally gets it off to Malachi Hale. Hale gets it back to Whitson. Whitson drives in, pulls up for the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Hale. Hale going to follow through. Shot is good.
Went over, reads back to get it. Of course, that was that's Coach Vermillion is out talking to him and wanting to know why there wasn't over the back because, again, of course, Hale's got a few inches on Reed, and he was over his back, but no call. 48-41, Gate City does still have a 7-point advantage, 5:17 left. Anything jump out stat-wise for you during this 30-second timeout?
Luke Reed's 8 rebounds, and Eli Starnes 11 points.
Starnes really starting to come into his own here as a junior. Good ball handler, good defender. And talking to Coach Vermillion, and said when he gets a little more confident in his shot and be able to distribute the ball, he will be tough to handle. And again, he's starting to show some of that tonight. 48-41 as Gate City will inbound the basketball. Bradley Dean, and it looks like Dobyns-Bennett will be applying some pressure as they do get the inbound pass to Eli. They do fall back though. Eli Starnes with the basketball, working the ball around again. They're looking for their shot as Starnes and nothing.
They're going to run to 5 minutes off the clock here. Finally gets pressure by Hale.
So just as quickly as we say that, there's going to be a foul on the play. Starnes lost the basketball, kind of went under. They're going to call that one on Starnes. John Sally grabbed a leg and pulled, and it was almost calf roping time. he grabbed a leg and was pulling him out, but they're going to call the foul on Starnes. Oh, wow. The heat is getting to the...
Sally's great. I love his facial expressions as he plays also.
So that's going to be a foul on Starnes. And back into the ballgame with his 4 fouls, though, will be David George. Out comes Luke Reed. So George, Sally, Starnes, Dean, and Compton. That is the 5 on the floor for Gate City. First shot for Dobyns-Bennett's up and no good. And finally going to get over the back. That's going to go against Jason Dennis. Sally got the rebound, and Dennis was over his back. So they finally get that call. And it is 48-41. Compton with the basketball. They bring it up over the midcourt stripe. Get it to Eli Starnes. Starnes with the basketball. Gets it back over to George. They are going to come out and start guarding George. Again, they're playing a true man-to-man at this point. They're not double-teaming Dean as they were earlier in the game. So Compton's got the basketball, and they give him a little bit of a bump. We'll get that one on number 20. That is by Relaford.
It's just Tobias first.
And possibly the player of the game could be the people whopping down the court.
They're getting a workout.
So, again, the towels are starting to accumulate at the top of each of the end pads. And
it's definitely not what you think of basketball weather here. It's more like we were still down in Lemon Bay. As the inbound pass almost broken up by Malachi Hale, and they're going to say it went off of John Sally. So Hale will inbound it now for the Tribe.
Sally will probably be looking for another leg rope here in just a few minutes.
Stunt brings the ball down across center court. Picked up, of course, by Compton. Feeds it inside to Whitson. Whitson looks to drive in. Shot is good.
And just as Wick was to say that, ball is inbounded to Dean, and he will be fouled by Whitson. That is going to be the 6th team foul.
Second for Zane.
So the next one will put Gate City shooting bonus, and we're going to take a full timeout. Let's take it with them. 4:13 left. It's 48-43. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Choosing to work with local businesses is the easiest way to support and strengthen your community. Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents have been committed to providing personalized service to their local communities for almost 70 years. With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, Farm Bureau Insurance is always your hometown option for auto, home, and business coverage. Contact your local agents here in Scott County, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, David Weddick, and Amanda Horton at 276-386-7411 or go online to vafb.com. Coverage provided by Farm Bureau Insurance and their affiliates.
Okay, so we're back. 4:13 left in the ball game. Gate City with a 7-point lead over Dobyns-Bennett.
Dean set to inbound, gives it to Compton. Compton immediately pressured by Whitson. Gets it back to Dean. Whitson backs off a little bit. Dean trying to set up the play, gets it across the court timeline, drives inside, nothing there. Passes it out to Starnes, top of the key.
Starnes with the basketball, kicks it over to George. George over to Compton, working the ball around again. Gets it back up top again. Gate City in no real hurry here as they're looking to try to get their shot. Working the ball around. They've got it to George now. George gets it to Dean. Dean's going to go inside, kicks it over in the corner to Starnes. Starnes shots up. Shot's good. Eli Starnes has come to play tonight. 51-43. I'm sure this is a season high for Eli. And here comes Whitson now. He tries to answer and hits the three of his own. Anything you can do, I can do better, Mr. Whitson said. 51-46. 3:15 left now. Compton with the basketball, being guarded by Relaford. Trying to work the ball around. They've got back to Eli Starnes. Starnes with the hot hand. Gets it back to Dean. Dean with now being guarded by Whitson. Whitson sort of falls off as gets great pass from Dean inside to George. Kind of a no look, and that comes with 2:52 left here in the ball game.
How do you forget about somebody who's 6'5"? Dobyns-Bennett did. George was wide open in the paint.
Shot's going to be up and good. That one's going to go by Hale. And
Malachi Hale for three.
so Dobyns-Bennett would be happy going trading 3 for 2s at this point. 2:30 left and gets it over to Compton in the corner. Gate City looking to run their offense. They're up by 4 now. It's 53-49. Works the ball around. Compton with the basketball and being guarded.
Hale tried to steal the ball away, but they're going to say that he reached in and got a little bit more than he should have. So Malachi Hale picks up his first foul of the night.
So that is going to be the 6th. I thought it was the 6th foul.
That is the 6th foul there.
Okay, so next we'll put them into the bonus time for Gate City. Compton with the basketball, gets it to Eli Starnes. 2 minutes left here. Gate City leads by 4 as Compton's about to be trapped at the top. He gets it over to Dean, though. Dean gets inside to Sally. Shots up. Shots good. Draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Count the basket. Foul's going to be on number 34, Jason Dennis.
That's going to be 4 on Jason.
Great pass, great ball movement by the Blue Devils, and they've opened up a 6-point lead as Sally goes to the line. Shot's going to be up and a little bit short, no good. 55-49.
Sally's 0 for 2 on the free throws. That could come back into play down the stretch if Dobyns-Bennett goes on a little run here.
Snup with the basketball, shoots a floater, no good. Rebounded by George. Gets it to Starnes. 1:40 left. And it's a 6-point lead for the Blue Devils. Gets it to Bradley Dean. Dean going to go inside. Shot's going to be up. No good. Rebounded. Tipped back by Sally. No good. Here comes the Indians now. Indians with the basketball. Going to pull up from 3. Shots up. No good. Rebounded by Compton. Compton with the basketball. Gets it to George. Gives it to Compton. 1:10 left. Gate City with a 6-point lead. Gives it. Ill-advised pass knocked away. Dobyns-Bennett with. And there's going to be a foul.
That's going to go on George, and that's going to be 5 on him. So George is going to finish up tonight with 8 points and just an outstanding effort on defense.
Makes it pretty hard tonight for the Player of the Game award, I tell you. As David George will leave. Coming into the ball game will be, and Sally will also leave. Also into the ball game, though, will be Andrew Hensley and Luke Reed. 1:03 left. Gate City leads by 6 points. Could Gate City sweep the girls and boys varsity games here at the middle school?
I think so. Or was that hypothetical?
Rhetorical?
Rhetorical, that's it.
1:03 left. Going to the line. Shots up, shots good for Relaford.
What did I say, hypothetical?
Yeah.
Well, it is hypothetical right now.
Very true. 5-point lead, and he misses. Eli Starnes with a big rebound, and they got him trapped. Gets it to Dean, though. Dean with the basketball back over to Starnes. Starnes gets across the timeline, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Whitson. Will stay with Gate City. Sally will come back into the ball game now. He'll give a break to Hensley.
55-50, 49 seconds to go. Dean set to inbound.
Inbounding in the corner near the Gate City dressing rooms. He gets it to Compton. Compton with the basketball. He's going to be trapped. He gets it to Hensley. Hensley also trapped. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor by Gate City. 55-50. 44 seconds left.
Hensley was about 2 inches from crossing the center court line, so Coach Vermillion popped the timeout really quickly.
Chris, what do you think stat-wise? Anything else jump out at you?
Anything else? We've got 2 DB players with 4 fouls. Brady Stump has played almost this entire second half with 4 fouls, so he's done a real good job of tightening up there. Right now, Dean's 22 points. He's leading, of course, both teams in scoring. But Eli Starnes, I got him with 14 points right now.
And some of the contributions he's made on defense, some great passes.
Career game to this point for the young man.
So, again, good to see that as they do inbound the basketball. Dean's got the basketball with 40 seconds left. Being trapped in the backcourt, gets it to Compton. Compton is going to be fouled. That's going to